Now, under what circumstances and when is a police officer trained to use a taser? The use of a taser varies by police department. ITMA's Richard Essex is at IMPD's training facility on the east side with an explanation on IMPD's taser training. Richard.
So we wanted to know how IMPD trains and uses the tasers here on the streets of Indianapolis. So we came out here to the training academy for an explanation. The first ones were issued to IMPD officers about 15 years ago. They are now standard issue for all new recruits. This one is brand new. In order for recruits and veteran officers to use them, they have to go through training.
We use the taser in situations where somebody is assaulting the officer in an effort to try to gain control with as little injury as possible. We also will use it in situations where somebody may be armed with a deadly weapon and where an officer has a lethal weapon where he's covering that officer, and we use the taser in that scenario to try to avoid killing that person.
The department has chosen a bright yellow taser to distinguish it from the department handguns. Sergeant Daly set his department-issued Glock next to a taser. There is considerable difference aside from the color. The taser is much lighter and the handle is much smaller than the department handguns. The taser is designed to be used in close range and is not always effective. You'll remember Drajon Reed was shot once with a taser. The taser shoots two small projectiles that both have to make contact to be effective. IMPD policy requires officers to wear their taser opposite their handgun. The handgun is still considered the primary weapon.
One of the concerns we have when we train the taser and we deploy the taser is that officers don't mistake their handgun for their taser. So we train officers to put their taser on their support side of their body. So that would be the non-pistol side of the body.
If an officer is right-handed, the taser goes on the left side of their belt. The department does this to ensure that when the taser is used, it is a very deliberate action. All IMPD officers train a minimum of 8 hours to use their gun and are given 2 hours of training with a taser. The training and the use of the taser is generational. The new officers have always had them at their disposal. And for some of the veteran officers, this is a fairly new tool. The taser has become a significant part of the de-escalation training here at the Academy. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.